They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. The AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Now Willis to throw.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
What an effort. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. The Raiders at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Open man is Myers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Willis now off of play action. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 17.
Back to throw, Willis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
White. One, Omaha. I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Room here to run. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's into space past the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They go play action. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Mahomes now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, gun. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Got a man. It's Mayer. 23 yards, the final tally.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Let's go, baby!
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Raiders. Velus-Jones taking it in. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down, and that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Garoppolo to throw on second down. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Taken down that time by Felix Anudike-Uzomah. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. Willis now off play action.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Here's Watson.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Dancing away at the 35.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. A give right side for Pacheco.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
Open man right side is Tony.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go. Lock.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
11. 21. Hey, gun.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Left side, got Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here's Willis. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
65. 21.
Garoppolo now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer from 8 yards out. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Nifty move. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
21. 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. A short throw, that's held in by Mayer.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bryant. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
I got you. White.
Now Garoppolo. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Willis. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Garoppolo.
He has Mayer complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Here comes 2nd down.
You can score on these guys.
Garoppolo to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
11. 11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This is 1st and 10.
13.
Back to throw.
He'll let this go for Adams. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st
first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Kansas City, they snap.